Kirk Cousins is the greatest player in NFL history, and let me tell you exactly why. Kirk Cousins, for the 11th straight year, James, is going to be under a guaranteed contract. People forget he's a trailblazer for this. He was one of the very first ones to have a fully guaranteed contract, and
Mm-hmm.
he's doing it again. Now he's going to Vegas. James, tell me another businessman better than Kirk Cousins.
Yo, whatever he's doing on his sales pitch, he is gypping everyone from Redskin Commander organization to the Vikings to the Falcons to now this. And I'm trying to think like you have a minor ownership with Tom Brady, and you would think, okay, the goal is to bring a veteran quarterback in. What do veteran quarterbacks usually sign? Someone like Russell Wilson to the Steelers and Giants. What do they usually sign, Spence?
Like 1 year, like maybe 10 to 15 million.
Yeah, maybe that, or heck, even like a veteran minimum around here because you're not going to be the guy. You know, you're just the bridge guy to cover a couple games. Let Fernando Mendoza, who we think the Raiders are going to draft soon in 3 weeks, but spends 20 million, bro.
Yeah.
1 year, 20 million fully guaranteed.
And it has a 2 year option at $80 million. Could be worth up to $172 million over 5 years. Not only is Kirk Cousins the GOAT, his agent is the GOAT. This is to me, like you touched on it a little bit. Kirk Cousins to me has never been truly an elite quarterback. I
Right.
think now, I don't think he's ever been a bad, horrendous quarterback. He has a playoff victory under his belt. He did lose to Danny Dimes in the playoffs as well. But Kirk Cousins overall, even though the primetime woes will follow him his entire career, he's never been a terrible quarterback. I always looked at Kirk Cousins as the gatekeeper of elite. If you're worse than Kirk Cousins, you are not elite. If you are better than Kirk Cousins, you are elite. But Kirk Cousins himself, not elite. He was simply the gatekeeper.
Yeah.
But
He's
not when it comes to his contracts. He is the GOAT.
Kirk Cousins is Happy Gilmore in the early scene in the first movie where he's always trying to get on the hockey team, and they're like, "Better luck next year." And that's where Kirk Cousins is at. He's trying to be an elite quarterback, and they're like, "Better luck next year." Because you're right, he has only one playoff win. Even though his stats, he does put up nice numbers during the season. Of course, his Commander years was great. His Viking years was great. The Falcons, I know that was more of a maybe a mind game where they tricked him. He just got thrown in for a loop when they drafted Michael Penix. And probably, yeah. And then maybe his Achilles injury made that an issue and he didn't perform as well. But then again, guess what? If 20 million for him to win 4 games or 5 games in a row, whatever it was at the end of the year with the Falcons, got him 20 million. What the are we doing wrong, Spence? Why couldn't we just find a way to win a game or two in the NFL? And maybe we could have got a bag.
If you have any doubts, though, that he is the GOAT and you're thinking, well, he's not the GOAT, Tom Brady's the GOAT. Yeah, he might be to some. But let me tell you this little stat here, James. Now that Kirk Cousins is about to get another $20 million guaranteed for 2026, his career earnings now will be $341 million. Tom Brady's career earnings, $333 million. And Kirk Cousins will still make more money because he won't be done after this season. Even if it's only 1 year with the Raiders, he will get another contract to do this exact same thing basically until he wants to retire. No one is going to stop signing Kirk Cousins. He is the ultimate businessman. He is the ultimate backup at this stage of his career.
I will even say this. Earlier in the week, there has been conversations even about like Joe Flacco. He even brought up, I think I'm a quarterback one. And I'm not going to lie, Spence, Joe Flacco and Kirk Cousins, that could be another Unk Bowl. But we don't see, we see like the peak for both of these guys. They're just going to be backup quarterbacks for the rest of their career. That's just where they're at now. And it makes me think, Spence, if Kirk Cousins, and he believes in himself that he definitely can play a couple years. But man, looking at this contract and what he could make and what you mentioned, he could get another contract. Let's say if he does well with the Raiders, but they just want Fernando Mendoza. I'm going to start considering that. I think Kirk Cousins don't like his wife. I'm just going to go that route because that's just the truth. If you mentioned 341 million, I think that is generational wealth. And I don't expect Kirko Cousins to go to the club in Vegas, go to the Sphere, rocking chains.
No,
The man
all of that money is in an ETF. All of it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's in a very conservative wealth building mutual fund, probably. Like you
Yep.
mentioned, ETF, the whole nine. That's probably some life insurance as well, some
You think
IUL.
Kirk Cousins has crypto?
No, I don't think
He
so. I
is
think
not
that's
a crypto guy at
yeah,
all.
no, not a crypto guy. But I'm just gonna start thinking that about some of these older quarterbacks that do believe that they can play, and which they probably could. But I just think now, I think they low key just hate their wives. That's where I'm at now.
It's interesting though you say that. I agree. We both agree. We have him as backup quality. But also another thing this deal tells me, and they've been putting some reports out there, or at least I've seen some reports out there that say that they didn't sign him to be the backup. They intend to start him week 1 over Fernando Mendoza. James, I'm sorry. After what I saw from the pro day this weekend, what we saw all last year in college, if you do not start Fernando Mendoza week 1, that is coaching malpractice, and I would fire Kubiak immediately. Immediately.
No, dude,
It's a
stop
terrible, terrible thing to
Stop
do.
it, dude.
Fernando Mendoza is ready to go right now. Do not waste times. Do not lose games at the beginning of the season with Kirk Cousins as your starter when you have Fernando Mendoza sitting behind him. Let him learn on the job.
Dude, I would have told you. I would have said yes to this probably 5-10 years ago. But man, it just seems like these quarterbacks now are just getting killed ASAP. Yeah, what did Cam Ward do? Yeah, he lost all those games last year with the Tennessee Titans. What did all them other boys do? Lost all those games. Heck, I remember. We watched those games together, Smith. They lose all these games. And you saw Tom Brady say, you seen Greg Olsen say, you see all these guys say it. These guys don't get developed, and winning is more important than development. And I agree to that. So I am okay with this, man. Spence, don't Kirk Cousins to play 6 games. Let Fernando Mendoza, you know what? Let Fernando be the starter week 1 in the preseason. Let him get some week 1 reps. Bro, no, dude, don't put him out there, because definitely in a division where you're not going to win it, I'm not here to kill my franchise. I'm just going to say it like that.
Why not the Vegas Raiders, though? There's a worst to first every single year. Why not the Vegas Raiders with Fernando Mendoza? Yeah, if you put Kirk Cousins in there, you said it yourself, James, he's a backup. If you start him, he's not going to win you games.
I mean, he won 5.
So winning doesn't matter.
But think about it. What if he could get 5 good quality games under his belt? Maybe get some massages and some freaking therapy with his mindset.
Are they signing Justin Tucker too?
Hey, man, in Vegas, anything is happening.
That's valid. And isn't it so funny that it's going to be a quarterback room in Las Vegas of Kirk Cousins and Fernando Mendoza, 2 of the widest quarterbacks the NFL has seen in 2 decades?
Yeah, no, they're going to be doing church camp. They're going to be doing small groups, and they're going to be in the quarterback room. And guess what? They're going to mesh so well that somehow Max Crosby's got to find a way to get them tatted. That's all I know. That's all I know. If Max Crosby get them both tatted. But no, Spence, come on. You know it. You know it as well, man. I get it. If you draft a quarterback number 1 in the draft, you should start in week 1. But, man, it just seems like as of late, these guys do not pan out. Man, let Kirk play 4 or 5 games. Look, Russell Wilson did it, and Jackson Dart didn't do, in my opinion, that much better. And I don't care that he beat my Eagles one time at MetLife. I don't care about that.
That is a very good account of that working. I think there's a lot of cases for both that you can look at. It worked and it didn't work. Yeah. But I think also it's just Fernando Mendoza, for me, I just look at him as a quarterback who is ready. He isn't a Jackson Dart type. That's the difference also to me. Fernando Mendoza is the first overall pick in the draft. No one was ever going to pick Jackson Dart first overall.
Matter of fact, if someone wanted to redraft, somebody probably would have drafted him number 1. We don't say names here. We don't bring out the experts.
Yeah, we don't talk about non-ball knowers that would have taken Jackson Dart number 1 overall. But I am interested. Y'all let us know down below in the comments. Is Kirk Cousins the GOAT or not? Should he start week 1 for the Raiders over Fernando Mendoza? Let us know in the comments, and let us know any other backup quarterbacks that started over a rookie and it worked out well or it didn't work out. We'll see y'all next time on Big Game Energy.